because it's very easy to say, just be more playful. And what does that actually mean? It doesn't mean anything. So initially, I would answer the question, what is playfulness, as it's a form of learning. And if I relate that to kind of the animal kingdom and how they utilize play in terms of learning life behavior, that to me makes a lot of sense as a definition. You know, we play in order to enact some of the things that we're trying to learn that then at some point become part of our behavior. From there, we move into like, what are the elements of playfulness and how we can identify them. So we've got this kind of fundamental premise that playfulness is a form of learning. And then it's like, how do we define playfulness? What are the elements of it? The first one I would say is to do with effort. And this is where it really links into the Feldenkrais method in a kind of really neat way. And I would say that in some way, playfulness is a reduction of effort from the intended life act that we're trying to practice. A good example of that is lions playing as cubs. They're not going, I mean, they're playing to the point where they're putting their teeth around their brother or sister's throat, but they're not playing in terms of the effort level that it would require for a mummy lion or a daddy lion to actually kill an animal, you know? So even for children, there's an aspect of play where it's like, we would tell a child, calm down, if their play got too serious, even for want of a better word, or too much effort within it. So in some way, I would say that this kind of reduction of effort or gentleness is a fundamental characteristic of play. So I don't know how that sounds to you. I have two more as well.
Go for all three, and then we can kind of unpack it. I think because okay. I'm thinking, I'm listening as you're talking.
So the next one would be to do with exploration and curiosity. And exploration and curiosity is another kind of quality or characteristic of play, in that the way that we're exploring something is as if we're doing it new, you know, as if we're experiencing that thing for the first time and we don't understand it, and we want to explore and be curious, be open to the new situation, to the point we can learn about it, you know. So that openness helping us to be sensitive to the thing that we're trying to learn and maybe absorb some of the ways to relate to it. Another aspect of that is the kind of neurological importance of novelty. Novelty being something that lights up the brain in a different way than repetition. So this kind of curious or exploratory quality of play being important in terms of how the brain is lit up and then the learning pathways are developed. Okay. A neat tie-in for the Feldenkrais method in relation to that is variation. So how we utilize variation within the Feldenkrais method to promote novelty and encourage playfulness.
So, yeah, that was great. So you would, if we were to sum that up, it's about reduction of effort in a certain way, curiosity, and willingness to explore.
And then there's one final one.
And then the final one is novelty.
No, that's part of
exploration. That's part of curiosity. Oh, okay. I thought that was the third one. No. Please do the third one.
So the third one is the removal of the fear of failure. And that's, I think, an important aspect that has relevance to our own sense of confidence and self-esteem, personal identity. You know, as we're encouraged as children to try out new activities, if in some way we are pressurized into having a degree of success or failure in them and that having meaning behind it, we might be engaging with that activity in a way that's fearful in some sense, which is going to reduce our ability to be playful. So you know, in one of a Tai Chi quote, and I can't remember exactly who the teacher was, but he was like, within Tai Chi pushing hands, which is a two-person exercise, invest in failure. You know, actually like make failure a part of the practice. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Actually kind of seek failure in some way, because the more you fail, the more you explore, the more you try, the more your natural learning occurs.